Hi, I'm Don Felder, and I want to tell you about the guitar I use in Hotel California. It's the Don Felder model Gibson 1275. If you notice, it has been wired with two different output jacks, which totally segregates the two guitars between the 12-string neck and the 6-string neck with this neck selector switch right here. So it's wired to actually function as two completely separate guitars, where the other ones you only had one mono output. This has two mono outputs. The other interesting thing about it is I always change the pickup and use Seymour Duncan pickups that we build in his custom shop, that I actually go up with Seymour and hand wrap myself, and find a certain number of wraps and gauge wire that I think gives the best sound for my 6-string tone. This guitar I use in Hotel California, and that's about the only time it comes out of the case. This next guitar is the reissue of the Gibson Don Felder Hotel California guitar. It's an exact replica of my '59 Les Paul. They rebuilt it and reissued it for me, I think 2 years ago. I love to play it. It feels exactly like the original '59 that I use. I play it on songs like One of These Nights, heavy metal, a lot of the songs that I play in my show. It's usually set up with 10-gauge strings, so I can bend at least a step, if not all the way up to a minor third. Sometimes it has 11-gauge strings on it if I'm playing it in E-flat. So I use this guitar quite a lot. It's my favorite go-to guitar. This next guitar is a guitar I actually built from pieces. I took a kind of body that I found, a certain neck that I found, pickups that I liked, and the Eric Clapton preamp, and I actually had it routed out and built underneath this pick guard here. I used this song on a song called Pride and Joy. It's a tribute to Stevie Ray Vaughan. I also use it on Life in the Fast Lane. It's set up with 11s and is tuned down a half step, so I usually play it in E-flat. It's a great guitar, it's a lot of fun, and with the Clapton volume control on the preamp here, it just sings and is able to hold notes for as long as you want it to sustain. This is my Immitis guitar. I have it set up for slide guitar. I raised the action on it. I put 11-gauge strings on it, which are heavy enough to play slide guitar without fretting out on it. I changed out the original pickups that came with the guitar and put in Seymour Duncan custom wrap pickups. I go up and visit Seymour, and we work in his pickup shop and custom wrap the sound of the pickups that I like. So we build these pickups and put them in the different guitars that I like. These needed to be particularly hotter than the standard Les Paul or humbucking pickup. So that's what we use this for, is slide guitar. And I play it on the Long Run, and I play it on Victim of Love. Let's take a look at my pedal board. I've got a couple of interesting things on there you might want to look at. First of all, I use 2 echo units, and they have to be set for the tempo for the songs that I play. This one is set for the tempo for the Victim of Love song, which has got a kind of a triplet slap. This has to be a different tempo for the song Hotel California. Thus you can see that the names are actually written on the pedals. It's set to be in time with the delay tempo of Hotel California. I love these OCD pedals. They're a great overdrive pedal that seems to really have a nice full sustain, yet when you turn the volume down on the guitar, it doesn't get mushy. It just gets softer, which is perfect. I use it on every pedal rig I've got. Love the things. Full tone is fabulous. Over here I use a chorus as my last effect running at the end of my pedal board, so that whatever the echo or the overdrive pedal or anything is doing, the final output of it is chorused. You don't want to put a chorus in front of an echo unit, because then the chorus will be chorused and echoed, and it'll wind up running out of phase with every repeat of the echo. So anyway, I always put the chorus last in it. Have a little tuner up here, Boss tuner, to just be able to check tuning during the show and make certain I'm still in tune. I love these Line 6 wireless units here. They have a load switch on them where you can actually turn up the amount of load as if you had a 20-foot cable or a 50-foot cable. That takes a lot of the high ends off. A lot of the other wireless units are kind of bright and brittle. So that's pretty much what I use on stage. It's the same setup for every show I did. The amp that I use on all of my shows, since we're a singing band and you can't have these huge power Marshalls on stage or you can't hear yourself sing, is I use a nice little Fender Deluxe Reverb, the reissue 1965, but it's got some modifications on it. It looks like a standard off-the-shelf Deluxe, but if you look in the back of the amp, it actually has a different speaker in it. It's got a Celestion G12H, which is a great sounding speaker, and we take all the stock tubes out of it, and we either use groove tubes or other special tubes that we use in it, which sound a lot better to me than the off-the-shelf Fender tubing. So it's a 22-watt amp. It handles everything from peaceful, easy feeling to heavy metal, and it's got a great tone, one 12-inch speaker, and you're ready to go. Plug and play.